WrestleMania Night 2 wraps up. We are back again. It is April 19th, 2026. It's kind of a little early. 6:47 if you're on the West Coast. Over here, it's 9:47 p.m. Usually we're getting done with these bad boys at around 12:30, but very early today, so I'll take it. WrestleMania is in the books. How you guys feel about it? We're going to talk about Night 2. We'll even talk about the combination of attendance. We're going to talk about everything associated with this. I'm Conrad, Everything Pro Wrestling. This is Derek, helps co-host the Dynamite Live Reviews. And next to me, tag team partner, Clash of the Podcast, every Monday, Sean Hubbard, representing HW Weekly.
Hello.
This is it, man. We are here. We are going to do our thing, and I'm just going to wait for my cue, and then we're going to get this show on the road.
Show on the road indeed, my brother. Do me a favor right quick and drop that thing.
Welcome, everybody. Woo! I'm feeling the fatigue. We're coming back. We got around one more base, and then we get a little break on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's time to take a break. I'll tell you that much.
We've been going hard though.
Yes, sir.
Good, bad, ugly, indifferent. Y'all know we've been going hard. Do us a favor. If you're in here now, hit the like button. Tell others, jump in, hit the like button. We're going to go through everybody. We'll do the shout outs. We'll get into everything. Here to talk Mania Night 2. Shorter card today. One match shorter. Like I said, this card's got good, bad, and ugly all over it. So we will get into some of that. Let's just go through the shout outs real quick, and then we can get right into the show. B-Boy Skyline. Welcome, my friend. What's up, Jay? He said, welcome to the Ad-tude era. He ain't lying. There's a lot of ads.
See what you did there, yes.
We have Matt Lopez.
And Leezy Fo Sheezy. Hello, good evening, everyone. Hope you had a good Sunday. We hope you had a good Sunday as well.
That's a fact. E in the house, Dark Elite Eric. He said, way better show today, but last night was still cow buns.
You ain't telling no lie about that.
Yeah, Matt said slightly better than last night, and Roman and Punk delivered. And B-Boy said, thank God for AEW. Good reminder. Right. Match of the night, Matt, but wrong guy won in my opinion. Okay. XG Dub, I see you. These comments are all from before we got in. Appreciate you. Let me see here. I'm jumping into just getting at some other people. Vinny.
The only Vinny we like.
There we
Says,
go.
I'm here to get flowers for I'm here to get flowers. I'm here to get flowers for riding with my tribal chief through thick and thin. In all seriousness, God bless y'all. Jesus loves y'all. Jesus loves you too, and we appreciate you, my guy. You've been a Roman Reigns fan. You never wavered, man. Did I pick Roman Reigns to win? I think I said that I want Roman Reigns to win, but my head says CM Punk. So
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we both picked Punk. We were pretty similar, I think, in most of our picks. So, hey, but Vinny did say incredible main event. If he's a believer like me, I'm a big believer and it takes two to tango. So, sounds like he's giving Punk some credit, maybe.
100%.
Maybe. Cactus in the house was good, Cactus. He said, woo. And he said, that's how you do Mania.
That's how you do Mania or the Mania main event?
Yeah, we may need some clarification.
Yeah, man, that's how you do Mania as a whole? Oh, my.
I hope Tony Khan counter books next year. We'll have to see because that may not happen too. There's a lot of time. Plans change, pal. You know how it rolls on with this company. Clown on the West Coast because he said afternoon, everyone.
Cleezy, 1-3Z, 4-Tweezy.
What is good? Night better than night one. So maybe that's what Cactus was clarifying.
He clarified a little further down the line. He said the main event was what he was talking about.
Oh, okay. Then fair point. We were worried there for a second,
Cactus. Very worried.
James was in the house. Sean, did you see any of James' posts where he was sitting? He got some good tickets, man.
Good for him, man. I hope he didn't pay a house payment.
No, I think he was safe on that. If you know James like we know James, he ain't paying that much.
All right. Well, I'm glad I hope you had a good time.
Yes, sir. Anthony Slate, what's good, man? How are you, bud?
What up, AS?
Doug in the house. I'm behind, just starting the main event. All right, Dougie, we won't ruin it for you, but we'll teach you how to Dougie. Welcome. We DQ when we do H. Let's see here. I'm just looking to see if anyone else has jumped in. Guy Will Gamble. Tonight was better for sure. I'm really glad Jade and Rhea had a banger, and the main event was great. All right. Delay Gratz. What's good? James got him for a discount. You know James, brother. You know James. Sean.
Yes, sir.
Open us up here, man. What did you I don't know how you want to do this, man, but I thought you had good entryway in yesterday, so
yeah, I mean to me, I think it's always good to, we always do things in a professional manner here on Clash and or EPW. And I think a good way to start is talking about the overall synopsis of the event. Overall summary of the event. I thought it stunk. Again, I thought the show was weak, but they hit a home run with the main event. So to me, you put yourself in a position where you had a really lackluster show, probably not quite as lackluster as last night, but they hit a home run in the end. Does that make up for the rest? No. But the main event was stellar. I was actually surprised about how good the main event was. I got to give flowers where flowers are due. Terrible event, terrible weekend. But at the very end, they did some good work.
Derek, we're rounding to you, man. What did you think of night 2?
Night 2 was by far better than night 1, because night 1 was just a complete debacle. Mm-hmm. It was diabolical to think that that night 1 was a good night to have.
I heard people trying to justify it today. I think it was on TikTok.
Justify what?
It wasn't that bad.
Oh.
And I was just like, you trying. What's that?
Cuffington.
All right, that's enough of Derek. Yes, Delay Gratz. Big shout outs, man. He said he gave a $24 super chat. Number 1, my friend. Thank you. Yes. Always appreciate it.
Wow. Thank you. Oh,
wow. Which is half of 42 because WrestleMania 42 only put on half a weekend of matches. Night 2 was a good PLE level show. Dynasty was the best of the week, and then night 2, then Dynamite, then a wet fart, then night 1. Wow. Wow. Not wrong, though. Not wrong.
Not wrong at all.
BJ's in the house. Was good, Beach. He said, man, I just think WWE just isn't for me anymore. I love wrestling, but most of WrestleMania for me was not wrestling unless Triple H is a cruel person who wanted Punk's big moment to be on a bad event.
Everybody loves a BJ. That's his Twitter name. Relax, everybody. Relax.
That's his socials.
That's all it is. Take it easy.
Yeah. And you know what? Sean, I think I have to be fair today. So sure. I'm going to put up, we're going to call it night 2, final grade. And I'm going to let everyone vote like we did yesterday. Mm-hmm. But Sean, start us off here, man. We opened up the show with, he's not, what Jonas Brothers? It's Joe Jonas. He changed his name, He used to be in the Jonas Brothers. He did his own thing. Well, he was in the Jonas Brothers. Wasn't he like Joseph before? Didn't he? Like you know what I'm saying?
I think he shortened his name. Yes, but yeah. I want to give a shout out to him because I think he did a fantastic job. So, it's not going to go down in the annals of time as one of the greatest, national anthems of all time or God Bless America of all time. But he did a good job, and that's all you can hope for. You watch the Super Bowl, you watch Game 1 of the World Series, you watch WrestleMania. You just hope somebody doesn't botch it, and the young man did a good job, so salute to him. And then we were off and running with the Battle of the Titans in match number 1.
Yeah. Well, John Cena came out.
That's right. I forgot about him.
Yeah, he had to let you know the stage change, and then it became blue. You know,
big freaking deal. That's probably why I forgot.
We needed blue in here, so that's what they went with.
Right.
And this works the same way. If you guys want to put in the chat, 1 means you thought the show was great, 2 means you thought it was good, 3 means you thought it was okay, 4 means you thought it was bad. We'll see the poll start to tabulate with your opinions momentarily in here. Craig, what's good? I see you. Yeah, so John Cena, stage changes, and then we open up with it. Brock Lesnar, Obafemi. This was on ESPN, so I expect more eyes to be on this.
Mm-hmm.
And I told people, you cannot screw up Obafemi, and this is just step 1 in how to make sure that you do this right. He came out, he had the swag, he had the walk. Oh, love the swag coming down to the ring. Brock came out, usual Brock stuff. Paul Heyman beside him, and dog, this match was just, I don't know, Sean, powerhouses, man, and it was short but sweet.
Well, I mean, I think this WrestleMania Night 2 will go down as a WrestleMania of sandwich quality. We've talked about this before. You know, sometimes you have a crap sandwich. In this case, you had 2 really good pieces of bread. So the first piece of bread was Oba and Brock, and the second piece of bread was Roman and CM Punk. I thought that Brock did a good job. I thought that Obafemi did a good job. I thought that we did not necessarily need a squash. I just wanted to see Obafemi win in dominating fashion. I did not want to see Brock get squashed. I believe there's a little bit of there's value in squash matches in certain situations. I don't think tonight was one of those situations. We needed 5 to 7 minutes of back and forth, and then we needed one man to separate himself from the other, and that's exactly what we got. I was perfectly happy. I was actually pleasantly surprised with how they put this match together.
What was it? It was a lockup, shove down. Brock goes outside. He gets a little mad.
Little
comes
old
back
school.
in.
Yep. Little old school, which I'm always a big fan of.
Yeah, F5. Oba pops up, choke slam, power bomb. I forgot what was that? I can't remember the name of the finisher now. The fall from grace, something like that. Yeah.
And a little idiosyncrasy, little minute detail that I think some people may have picked up on, maybe somebody didn't. I love how Oba got up from the F5, but didn't pop up from the F5.
Correct.
Yeah.
He kind of stood there like stowing, and then he just swooped him up right at the last second.
Those little idiosyncrasies mean something in wrestling. It's something that's been missing. Maybe Oba has it. Maybe this is the start of something special.
Could be. I hope so. It would be if it were up to me, but we'll see.
It would be nice.
It would be nice, Derek. It would be nice.
I mean, that sounds like a good idea, but you know,
you know what that means.
That means tomorrow he's losing
to the Miz, dropping the IC title.
Yeah, so let's not get too excited, but hopefully not.
Yeah, apologies, Matt Cardona. But seriously, going back into it, Oba picks up the win, dominating fashion, like we said, and then. The real talk of the town afterwards, it was kind of weird because like you kind of take the thunder from him. He waited, but Brock takes off the shoes and gloves and leaves him in the ring. Sean, do you believe he's really retired? I
believe that we will see Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam in Minneapolis, and Gunther will retire him.
Okay.
I think this. I was thinking this whole time, because honestly, first of all, let me get this out the way, and I think you gentlemen should also, if you feel like it. I want to thank Brock Lesnar for his in-ring contributions. I think Brock Lesnar for the last 20 years have given us a lot of fun moments. Again, I'm going to be very clear right here on this live show. I want to thank Brock Bartholomew Lesnar for his in-ring contributions. That's it. That being said, no, I do not think he's done. I think he'll have one more match against Gunther at SummerSlam.
E, for the poll, you just put the number in the chat, and it'll do it on here for me. I don't really have a lot to say about Brock. I don't. Not very pleased. And if this is it and it was over, Kudos to Paul Heyman for crying on the spot then. And yeah, he was a tremendous performer who at times I thought could have done more. Okay.
Right. I mean, that's why I don't know how much more clear I could be. I said in ring only, in ring. I'm being very, very specific. I think he was a good attraction for the past. I mean, we're talking about 20 years, right? So that means something.
More than, right? 24.
Yeah.
02. So
yeah. So it is what it is, man. I mean, we gotta. As far as his personal life, we're not going to talk about that right now.
Yeah. Not in the mood for any lemonade either. So, yeah, I got nothing else other than that. It looks like Brock's done. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
Well, do you guys think it's over? Do you guys think? I'm thinking. These are the puzzles I'm putting together here, gentlemen. Paul Heyman owes Gunther a favor. Gunther's the career killer. Brock did not officially announce his retirement. That's where I'm getting this stew of SummerSlam from.
I know Gunther asked for that favor, and if you knew when did he ask for the favor? A week or 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks, I'd say.
If he asked for that favor then, I would hope you would have known what the finish to the match was going to be by then, but
okay,
who knows?
Okay.
But so to me, go get your, Gunther could say, Heyman, go get your guy. He's retired.
Mm-hmm.
I said, go get him.
Or so you agree with me?
Yeah. So
you had a funny way of showing that you agreed with me. I thought you were disagreeing with me.
No. I think he will say that. To me, this is the only logical way to do it, though. Go get your guy, and then I'm going to retire him. You think you can beat me? Then he's got that last little bit of courage in him. And then he gets put down again. But we'll see. I was more shocked that fans were chanting like "Thank you, Lesnar" and stuff. Very well. I shouldn't be surprised, but
see, that's the problem. It's like, see, I have this great forum with you guys where I can clarify my stance on appreciating his in-ring talents. I wouldn't be in a crowd screaming "Thank you, Lesnar," considering all the stuff we know about him. That's I'm not doing that.
Right, but this is the same probably crowd though too that was chanting "Thank you, Vince" at the Hall of Fame. So should I be surprised? Probably not.
You should not be surprised. Exactly.
Yeah, the levels of disappointment this weekend were out of control. Moving forward though, next up we had the IC title ladder match. Guys, my notes are pretty much cooked in this. We knew who was important by who got entrances in this one, and it was Rey Mysterio, Javon Evans, and Penta. Do with that what you will. But Derek, how'd you feel about the ladder match?
So surprisingly enough, I said this wasn't high on my list. Mm-hmm. This was a good match. This was a very good match. I have to say, as much as I don't care for JD, Rusev, what's the guy's name? I always forget.
Which one? Dragon Lee?
Yeah, Dragon Lee. I always forget Dragon Lee. No disrespect.
It's hard to not forget him considering he's a Rey Mysterio knockoff.
Well, hold on now. I'm being fair. That's the truth. Dragon Lee was around in New Japan and stuff first. Now Dragon Lee has potential. It's not his fault they wasted it.
Hey,
remember we wanted him so bad. We gotta have him.
I want Derek to finish his point, but he is forgettable.
Yeah, I mean,
I would say by design.
Yeah,
okay,
that's their fault, not his fault. He's a good performer in my opinion.
Oh, he's a great athlete.
I don't agree with them not giving them all their entrances. Like that was shady to me.
You don't have time. Well, you do. You
got enough time, bro. You got one less match on the card. You got enough time. As much as I don't care for the three, you have enough time to make them do whatever they got to do. Get down there and do. There's no reason that we cut back and it. Booyaka, what?
Listen to Derek.
Come on, you gotta chill on POD, bro. POD.
I love it.
Like, dude, how do we just? You see JD McDonough for like 2 seconds. What?
Listen, Ray had the Deadpool gear on.
I respect it, but everybody should get their entrance, bro. I can't agree with them not all getting their entrances. Like That just goes to show you, for one, Rusev, you wanted to come back.
Yo, did Rusev bust his ankle in this match?
I think he hurt himself low key.
Yeah,
Like, you wanted to come back here, and look what happened. You got this. You got this. If you guys don't know what this is Cuffington.
Yeah, you're done with that word tonight. That's the last I want to hear about cuffing anything in that hand motion.
Sir Cuffington.
Come on the YouTube channel if you guys want to see the motion Derek's making, but I will not describe it because
everyone thinks the grass is greener. Watch and see what happens to Paige.
Yeah, I like it. Other than that, like, I will say though, Pentagon, that entrance.
Who's that?
Oh,
Penta.
Sir Penta. Forgive me.
Yeah, yeah.
His entrance was fire though. Shio Khan.
Yeah,
love that.
Match sponsored by Mortal Kombat, as you guys can see.
Yeah.
Not a fan of the sponsors of the matches.
Oh my god, it's out of this.
I find it weird though. Sean's a boxing fan, so I think Sean would be like used to it. Like I feel that way with New Japan too. I'm like, I'm used to seeing this stuff on the mats. It's a little more egregious here. Like you're like,
it's a lot more egregious, my brother. Like they're getting out of control. The ring. I mean, have you ever seen the movie Major League?
Yeah.
When Major League 2, when Roger Dorn was the GM, the third baseman, and they were like, "What is going on here?" Because he had like all these ads plastered on the back on the fence. That's what this is. It's really too much, bro.
Yeah,
between the commercials and the ads in the ring, and then the ads on the Titantron on the Barriertron, like it's like what are we doing, bro? Like this is sponsored by Minute Maid, like bro, like are you serious? Like what are we doing?
Sponsored by Dude Wipes.
Yeah, dude, like you have a big sign. That's even worse. Thank you, bro. A big sign in the match, like just standing there that says Dude Wipes. What are we doing?
Yeah. What's the end game here?
Dudes need to know when to wipe, man. That's it. They're rolling with that.
As Trick Williams and help me out with his wife's name.
Little Yachty.
No, well, his wife's name.
Trick
Williams and Lash Legend literally dance with each other on the post show. That's kind of dope.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, he did a whole diss track with her dancing in the background.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. Let me not even get on it because I think that match is coming up next. But yeah, I thought they had some good moments in this. I thought Javon Evans looked good. You could have really made it. I thought he could have won this if you wanted to. Rey Mysterio I thought he did pretty well in this for someone who was just injured. They had him doing some crazy stuff too.
Injured and then coming back and getting a spot.
Touche. But Penta ended up winning this in the end. Good call, right call. I wasn't mad at either way it went.
I'm good with it.
Good call, right call, safe call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I
and sometimes that's the best move, Sean. If you're thinking some certain things, you're like, let's go with the safe call here.
Yeah.
Quills, what's good, man? I see you.
What up, Willie?
Let's jump into the US title match next, which was just what we were about to talk about. Sami Zayn defends his United States Championship against Trick Williams. They came out with the Gingerbread Man diss track to Sami Zayn. This man, Sami Zayn, has been bullied really badly by these guys. He is watching this match, bro. I don't even want to get into the bro, they cheated and they cheered. What is going? Yo, someone's got to explain to me the hatred for Sami Zayn because I don't understand. Okay, like I get it. Are you mad that he's getting something? Are you mad at
nothing to do with Sami Zayn, Conrad?
What is it?
You're an educated guy in this field, and so is Derek. This has nothing to do with Sami Zayn. I mean, Sami Zayn is a human. This is about Carmelo Hayes.
Continue before I say something. Go ahead.
No, that's it. That's the whole point. This backlash is about Carmelo Hayes. You cannot strip that young man of an opportunity to walk the aisle at WrestleMania when he's held the United States Championship for months and then have Sami Zayn elbow his way in. Obviously, Sami Zayn is not the one doing the elbowing because the person with the pencil and the pen are doing doing the elbowing. But the problem is that the wrestlers pay the price. I told you before, brothers, Cody Rhodes is not paying a price that he's paying right now because he's wrong. He's paying a price because of the stuff that's being put before him by those writing the show. So it's the same thing for Sami Zayn. People are angry because Carmelo Hayes was not the United States champion.
Cody Rhodes' orbital bonus surely paying the price because, that eye. Sorry, I forgot to mention that before too. But going back to Trick and Sami, though,
that's my answer. It's about Carmelo Hayes, brother.
This is Shawn Michaels Diesel, though. Like, I would expect the backlash to go to Trick. Trick came in and took the spot. I told everyone, Sean, we've talked about this multiple times on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Clash the Podcast, Monday, 6:05. Not this Monday. This Monday we're doing a watch along for Raw because we're going to talk Raw after Mania.
Yes, sir.
But I said this to you. This is Shawn Michaels Diesel. Like, Trick is the one coming in and taking your spot, really. So why aren't people mad at Trick? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they love Trick because he's cool and he's doing all this stuff. To me, you got to do the double flip between these two now. If this is going to continue, Sammy's got to be the heel and Trick should be the baby face. I didn't understand the cheating still.
I'm not even going to believe that you don't know what's going on right now. I know you know what's going on. Like,
you know Sammy's going to eventually turn, but...
No, I'm talking about your comment about Diesel and Shawn.
Yeah.
You had an opportunity. Oh, Conrad, I'm surprised, bro, because you're a smart guy.
I'm not as high on Trick as other people, for the record.
No, and that's fair, but we're not talking about whether you're high on him or not. We're talking about what's going on right now with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn robbed us in the fans' eyes, even though technically Triple H and Creative robbed us, of the chance to see Shawn versus Diesel in 2026. You just said it yourself. Derek, please tell me you understand what I'm talking about. We could have seen Diesel versus Shawn tonight. That was what the people wanted to see.
Then what was Sami supposed to do? We're going to leave Sami off another Mania
Sami should have interfered in the Cody Rhodes match. Don't get me started. There was a lot of things for Sami to do. Io Sky interfered in the women's... Don't get me started.
Great spot for him.
I'm not saying. Okay, Conrad, you can't be contrary just for the sake of being contrary, bro.
I'm not being contrary.
You are. Sami had no right being in that United States shit. Conrad, I'm gonna let you talk. My point is point blank, and I'm gonna let you have the floor, or Derek, or whatever. I appreciate you guys. Sami Zayn had no business being in that match.
Sami Zayn has business being in a match, though. He is one of your top performers week in and week out. He is featured every single week. You don't have time for him at WrestleMania?
Nobody's arguing that point, bro.
No, but you're saying he could have been in the main event match where he interfered.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me for giving Sami Zayn a main event slot at WrestleMania. We gave one to Jelly Roll.
Well, we can both agree here that no, that shouldn't have happened.
I mean, what are we talking about?
But I just feel like we're wasting so much time with other people. And once again, Sean, Sami Zayn's in like this purgatory. Why is he always in the mid-card title picture? I don't think Sami wants to be there.
Now we're having a discussion about something different, which I agree with you about. He deserves better.
But this is about multiple things.
No, this is about Conrad, you're changing subjects. I agree with what you just said. You asked me a question about Trick and Sami, and I just told you the reason why they're booing him. They're booing him because, Derek, let me appeal to you, brother.
Will you please tell him, though, I need people to be smarter. That's what I'm asking for. I need wrestling fans to be smarter.
Bro, I'm not even, let me tell you something. I consider myself to be a smart guy, and I don't even need to use my intelligence to figure this one out. They are booing him because he took Carmelo Hayes' spot. That's what's going on here. Am I the only one that sees this? That's what happened.
Well, in my opinion,
before you talk, Derek, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks, whatever, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks, whatever it was, Carmelo was on his way to WrestleMania to defend the United States Championship. Sami Zayn was booked. I am saying he was booked to cheat and steal the title and the WrestleMania spot from Carmelo Hayes at the last minute. That's why people are booing him. That's it.
Kayfabe, hold on.
Sure.
Trick's the new U.S. champ, guys. But Sami didn't ask Trick to interfere in the match. So how did Sami cheat? You get what I'm saying? This is convoluted now. So Trick cheated, which is Sami has been going against him. So it's Sami's fault that he won that way? You get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see him cheat.
I get what you're saying, but you're overthinking it, bro. You don't need to.
Hold on. Let me finish. Then you give him a rematch. They whined and did whatever. Okay, here's a rematch.
They whined. Don't do that. Don't do that. The fans wanted it.
Derek, did he not come out crying? They came out. You should give me a rematch, Sammy. You should. He doesn't have to give you a rematch. Why are you pestering him? I'm like, okay, he's gonna give him the rematch. Sammy looks dumb anyway doing that. He gives him the rematch. He's like, okay, you got cheated. He beats him, and then the spot that was supposed to be I feel bad for him is he jumped off the top rope and my knee, and the ref's checking on him, and Sammy boots him. They're like, I can't believe Sammy did that.
Are you gonna sit here?
What?
Are you going to sit here on this fantastic platform that you and Derek have built and say with a straight face that Carmelo Hayes should not have been in that match?
Not on SmackDown. Just put him in the triple threat. Why did we have to do that?
What are we arguing right now? You're saying the same thing I'm saying in a different way. Sammy took Carmelo's spot. That's why the fans are upset. This heel turn happened 3 weeks ago. The fans were like, oh my God, Carmelo Hayes is not going to WrestleMania. Who can we blame? It's Sami Zayn's fault. That's what happened. It's not brain surgery. That's what happened.
But I see BJ is agreeing with some. People are saying Derek's saying neutral. Some people are agreeing with me. That's fine.
You could have put him in a triple threat. You could have done anything. Carmelo Hayes should have walked the aisle tonight, and it's a crime that he didn't. It's not Sami Zayn's fault in reality. It's the writer's fault. But in the story, Sami Zayn stole Carmelo's spot.
He didn't steal it, though. Trick made it happen. So why aren't you mad at Trick then if you're mad at Sammy? Like, that's what I'm saying. So you use logic up until a certain level. They're like, nope, it's this guy's fault. And they just stuck on it. They're like, it's this guy's fault, 100%.
So you think Sami Zayn should not be getting heat for this situation?
Not like this, no. Okay, this is crazy to me.
Okay.
Save the segment, Derek. Go ahead.
Please, because I don't think I've ever been on this opposite side of the fence.
Me and you always argue about Sami Zayn.
Yeah, facts. That's true.
Okay. So again, this goes back to SmackDown, which I don't watch.
Bye. We're done.
Wait, no. This goes back to SmackDown that I don't watch. But honestly, I'm going to give my hard truth. Trick, what was Trick's point of even being in that match? Period. It should have just been Sammy and Carmelo.
And Carmelo. No. You gotta have Trick on the show because Trick is hotter than fish grease right now.
But okay, I'll give you that. But still, the match is still between Sammy and Carmelo. I don't need you. Yeah, I don't need you because so the question is here: do you need Trick to help Sammy and Carmelo make this match?
They muddied waters to muddy waters is what my point was.
I agree with.
You still need Trick to make this match. Because
I don't think so. I have to say yes because Trick was the star. Out of all three guys, Derek, Trick is the biggest star at this particular moment.
Trick is the biggest star, but did they have a bad match at all?
You talking about right now, the one they just had?
No, I'm talking about Sammy and Carmelo. Have they had
Sammy and Carmelo did a good job on SmackDown. All I'm saying is that this is an easy fix. All three guys should have been in the match. Should have been a triple threat.
Sammy stole Dragon off spot. He took everyone's spot.
What Conrad is saying.
I just feel like Trick. To me, Trick didn't need to be there. It should have just been Sammy and Carmelo.
Well, and then we can move on. At the end of the day, Conrad says Sammy deserved better. It should have never been in flux whether or not Sammy was going to be on the card in the first place. I agree with you. I'm saying Carmelo should have, for holding the title as long as he did, de facto, he earned his spot to be able to have the opportunity to walk the aisle. And at the same time, Trick Williams is hotter than fish grease, so he also deserves a spot. See me, it's not rocket science. Triple threat, Trick wins.
You could have did a 4-way and put Dragon off and to make Clown happy.
Throw Dragon on, throw everybody in there, but nobody should have been left out.
Yeah,
that's too convoluted.
Nah, see, Derek.
That's too convoluted.
Derek doesn't like it once you start inserting more than like 3-4 people. Then he's like, "All right, you're doing too much now. You're doing too much."
Give me Sammy and Carmelo, and I'm good to go. I don't need
no
any
Trick
extra
Williams
body.
is as hot as he is right now. No Trick Williams.
Honestly, I don't care for
Hold
Trick except for his thing.
Hold on. We got to bring Derek back to this audience.
Okay.
Remember what we said about entrance merchants yesterday when we were talking about Usos and several other people with their entrance? Trick Williams is also an entrance merchant. I'm sorry to say that. Please don't think I mean. The whoop that trick is over. People love it. People are going to chant that throughout the match. That's fine. Trick Williams also has a big personality. People love it. I'm fine with that.
I'm sorry. Did you think that I thought that Jey Uso was a can technician?
No,
I know Jey Uso was an entrance merchant.
No,
but Trick Williams is
so is Trick Williams.
Yeah, but
I don't care for it,
and that's what the WWE audience likes currently. That's why I
don't care what they like.
Derek.
We're not here for that. I'm just saying that's what they like, and we are detached kind of from that because we're of an older fan base, and that's not really what we look for in wrestling.
Look at Emily's comments, because this is what we none of us should really be arguing. The problem is with creative, and I don't have a problem with Kit Wilson, but Miz, Danhausen, no Ija, no Asuka, no Kairi Sane, no Mello, no Tiffany Stratton. What are we doing?
Yeah. And I told Sean the moment that Sammy won that title, what did I say? He's losing it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, this whole thing was set up for Trick to win. No question about that.
Yeah. T-Rex, I see you in the chat, bro. What's good? We're moving on from this.
FYI for people that after we're done, make sure you rewind and watch the post show. A rare appearance by Roman Reigns on the post show.
Sorry, it was making me mad all night. Those teeth just. Oh, okay, Roman. Cool. Let's jump in.
Let's go.
I'm not missing that Danhausen thing, right? I don't know when that happens. I really don't care.
That's before the beta.
No Chelsea, no Julia. My God.
Well, Chelsea's injured.
Oh, well, she could have. Well, I mean, did Nikki Bella walk the aisle with a broken leg?
Demon Finn Balor.
Yeah, there you go.
Dominic. Sean.
My greatest point in the history of the Clash I just made right there.
We're just going to move on because we'll be here.
If Nikki Bella can hobble her way down, we can roll Chelsea out there too.
Nah, we had to save that for someone else.
Oh, my God.
This turned to a street fight. Why? I don't know. I wasn't sitting there on the post show since 12 p.m. East Coast time watching this thing. So they're like, yeah, something has happened and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, okay, great, whatever. So this match became Demon Finn Balor. I don't know. I was kind of like, meh, whatever.
Unnecessary. We talked about this last night.
Yeah, I was just like, meh, it's okay. Dom tried. Dom hit frog splashes. He did stuff in the match. It just wasn't enough. They used their usual Singapore I can't even say that. Kendo stick shot. It's because it's like an ECW thing versus saying a kendo stick here. It's just like they do the same things in all their like street fights and not even legalities. Just better thing to say. WWE vernacular. So
don't they own them?
Let's not get into that.
Trey Carter says it best. I think we all said it best. Shout out to Trey. The demon aspect was totally unnecessary. We could have had Balor Club Finn come out, do his thing. It would have been equally as entertaining because it wasn't that entertaining as it was.
I thought the Triple A chant would not get matter. Just Triple A doesn't matter. They hit that belt away tonight. If you noticed that as well, Delay Grats. He didn't come out proudly rocking that. He hit it away. Yeah. I thought Dom had a kind of cool entrance though, like the King of the Luchadors had people in the luchador masks, carry him out on the throne, a la Harley Race Haku.
Yeah, his entrance was fire. I'm no argument.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and listen, I don't think Finn's was bad either. Like Finn's fine. The problem with the demon character is Sean. We saw this demon character lose so much that I'm like, I don't care.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna lose again? Like that's bad when you start asking that question.
And am I wrong when I say that Balor Club Finn is cooler?
No, that's what you like. No,
right. I mean, I think regular Finn is just cooler.
Listen, guy will gamble. I heard that like at least 5 times tonight from different people about the rope breaking. People remember that badly when he was facing Roman.
They should remember. That was a disgrace. What happened that night? Yeah. That was years ago. I remember like that was a disgrace.
BJ, I'm gonna tell you the truth too. during this match. This was right around the time that I know that I was dozing. Like right after it was over, right after the finish. He stomps him through the Slim Jim table. GG's. He gets the win. I was done a little bit. Like I was just like, okay, whatever, cool.
I like the quick run through the table. That was all right.
Yeah, it was fine. Look, dude, I haven't heard Michael Cole say coup de grace so wrong and so long that I forgot about it because Finn never wins. Like he never won with that because he was a heel for so long. And I was like, man, I forgot that was the name of the finisher. Derek was hoping we got to see a 1916.
I would. I like that over coup de grace. I don't care for that. It's stupid.
Oh my god! Shout out to Strong Tower 88. I just want to
that was what just made me make that face,
bro. You know, obviously I was wrong about LA Knight tonight, the Bloodline, the whole thing, whatever. Is there a chance we could see Oba challenge? I mean, this whole thing about Roman and his contract.
Save it. I want you to remember that because I want to talk about that now. Because now you got my old noodle working here.
I got you.
It might make sense. All right, let's go to the women's match. Sean, carry us into that one, man. Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley, WWE Women's Championship.
Well, outside of Bianca Belair, I think these are the two most physically gifted professional wrestling females in the company, and they put them up against each other for the sake of the Women's Championship. I'm fine with it. We had a situation was kind of like the movable force versus, unstoppable force versus the movable object in the women's division. I like Jade. I don't love her. I like Rhea. I don't love her. I think they both have deficiencies. I think they both have strengths. You put them together, you hope it's not going to be clunky. And it wasn't. It was okay. But again, WrestleMania is not supposed to be about okay. But they walked in. They had good entrances. I thought they both presented themselves very well. Rhea had some different attire. I always wonder how I say this with no disrespect. I always wonder how Jade keeps her wig on during a match because it's clearly I just wonder how she's able to do that. God bless her. But I thought they put on. I just think it was one of those things. It was like, hey, we know that Jade still has some work to do. That's why she hasn't wrestled that many matches. I am happy that Michin and B-Fab.
Ridiculous, by the way. I said how little she defended the title.
Yeah, no, just like one or two titles over like a 6-month period. Again, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I am happy that Michin and B-Fab were able to walk the aisle. Just for the sake, I like to see two sisters get a chance to at least walk the aisle, but there's others that shouldn't walk the aisle. We'll get into that another time. We already talked about it. But as far as the match, it was a C match. They didn't blow the doors off, but they didn't clunk it up either. So, I mean, at the end of the day, Rhea Ripley is the new champion. I think it could have gone either way. I would have been fine with Jade retaining it. Either way, it kind of wouldn't have mattered to me. That's unfortunately the way I felt.
I honestly feel like the last 3 matches all felt like that on this card, though. It didn't matter who really won.
Who won, exactly.
We got, and even the ladder match, too. Like, honestly, the only things that was said that needed to happen was Trick wins and Oba wins.
There's only 3 matches this weekend that really mattered to me. One was selfish because I like the Usos. So that mattered to me and me only. And then 2 really mattered to me, and I feel mattered to a lot of people. That's Oba going over on Brock and Trick winning the United States Championship.
Yeah.
If those had gone the other way, I would have been really upset, And I think a lot of
comment was for Derek. I just had to put that up for you, Derek. Derek's favorite move, Blue Thunder Bomb. He always says someone should win with this, man.
I'm telling you, it's nice.
Yeah, I know they only got 10 minutes too. Yeah, Jade Cargill hit the one-winged angel. It
wasn't a good one, but she did it.
She didn't even hook the legs. That was the issue. I was like, what are you doing?
You gotta practice, bro. What are we doing? You can't just pull something out your hat and then I
don't want to be mean to Jade, but I feel like this, Sean. I felt like this ever since she came over to WWE. I feel like there's a time limit, and I told Derek, it's like then the Goldbergism takes over. Like, you're good up until a certain time, like maybe 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden, just what happened? Like, then you just start seeing all these little things, and you're like, dude, pull it together. You're good. You got this. You got it. Like, you can do this. And then
I find it very difficult to say this about a black woman, especially. But it's the truth, what I'm about to say, and it's tight, but it's right, bro. Jade Cargill is where she's at because of how she looks.
Listen.
No, come on, guys. Like, I'm not saying it to be nasty. Is Jade Cargill a polished professional wrestler?
No, not by a long shot.
There you go.
Not by a long shot. First of all, you respect to both of them for coming on the biggest stage of WWE. Good outfits to me. Rhea Ripley reminded me of Zool from Ghostbusters.
Okay.
But I'm sure it was probably more like a vampire look. But that was the first thing that came to mind.
Right.
But back to Jay. Rhea was in the corner, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if something was off, but you see Jay go all the way to her before the ref gets to her. Like she was waiting for the ref to get in the way, or she was waiting for her help to get down there to interfere, so she was delaying time. You could, first of all, if you were going to do that, you could have just pandered to the crowd and did your thing until they got there. You could have done that. Then you had your partners come out, and they don't know what they look like. They don't know what they're doing.
Right.
You want to interfere, but you're trying to time it correctly.
As happy as I am that they got the chance to walk the aisle, they did look a little confused out there.
They did. So now back to Jade. You didn't want to be mean. I'm going to be mean. You said AEW was a stepping stone for
Ooh, talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
You said AEW was a stepping stone.
Come on, Derek.
That was my trick, William.
How is AEW a stepping stone and you have done nothing here? She's done nothing. No one can tell me she's done something productive here. Now, yes, to her defense, booking is going to put her where they want to put her. But when you have this opportunity, damn it, you cannot sit here and tell me AEW was a stepping stone for you.
Ooh, I love it.
We have some good comments too right now in the chat. T-Rex agreed with you, Sean. I don't know if you saw that when I pulled that up a little bit.
Yeah, shout out to
I love the late Gratz comment here. He said Jade did get her spot where she's at because she has the Amazonian it factor look, but we cannot ignore that this is a big part of her career and she worked very hard at it. Absolutely.
Definitely did,
let me clarify. I just want to make sure I got this right.
Her work ethic's not in question.
I'm saying it's delayed, but let me make sure I understand delayed Gratz point. Maybe you guys can educate me. Is delayed Gratz saying that she worked hard on her physique?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
That's how I took it.
Absolutely. Right. She looks phenomenal.
All right. So in that case, we agree.
Yeah. BJ says she's not where she's at because of her look. She's where she's at because TK did a phenomenal job at booking her, and WWE doesn't want to eat the money they lost by picking her up. That's true. They could have had her first, and then they said, "Nah, we're not gonna do that." But then they were like, "You know what? Yeah, we could do that."
Yeah.
It wasn't worth the sacrifice till they saw like what Tony was able to accomplish with her. The problem is they didn't realize that the formula is quick squash matches, give her the dub and make her dominant to get people behind her. Love it, man. Yeah, Jade was booked better than AEW. I will agree with that.
She looked way more polished than AEW. Here she.
But Derek, remember what I said? In little bits. This is Goldberg, Sean. Tell him. This is the exact same. In 7 minutes, you will never think Goldberg didn't know what was going on. He just crushes, inhales the smoke, comes out, jackhammer, spear, jackhammer, GG, good game. That's it.
As long as we remember that 7 minutes includes the walk to the ring and the
correct.
Smoke. All right.
Yeah, that's all. Inhale the smoke, smoke comes out.
Right, that's all part of the 7. That's all part of the 7 minutes.
No. Why are we allowing?
What, with Jade?
Yes. We should not be allowing this at all.
There's just some people, Derek, that I feel like if it goes too long, you freeze. You start to notice, like I said, in this match, you started to notice the breakdown, like you said, where, okay.
Yeah, no, I noticed the breakdown. I noticed, I get what you guys are talking about. But why are they, I won't say we, because
who's they? Pronouns, pal.
Why are they?
Who's they?
The company.
Okay.
Why are they letting this happen? Why are they letting this happen?
Apparently they like her enough to let it happen. And
you like her enough to let her look like a robot?
Well, you can't change how people are going to move in
the ring. You can't change that, but you can still have the same consistency. Hey, Jade, you are a specimen of an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Get in there, whitewash, be done.
Or
They could.
I want to piggyback off of Derek's point because he's right on the money. Or as much as I love, and I'm going to go on. I love Jade Cargill as far as her passion for she has a passion for the business. I believe that. But you know what? I'm sorry, love. You look like $1 million, but you're not good in the ring. You're going to have to go down to NXT and learn.
That's where she should have been.
And that's
I'm so tired. You know, it makes me very upset. It makes me very upset that the wrong people go to NXT and the wrong people come straight to the main roster. It's like you had people like Jade. I'm and it's hard for me because I really like Jade, but she shouldn't be in a WrestleMania match at this stage in her. She's 3-0 at WrestleMania. I mean, 3 matches at WrestleMania, 2-1, and it's like she should have never. She needs to learn. She needs to learn. Meanwhile. I'm going back a little bit. Somebody who's a polished professional like Adam Cole never graduates NXT? What are we doing? Adam Cole never graduated NXT. He made a cameo on SmackDown when other wrestlers had travel problems.
In Buffalo. I didn't go to that show, but yeah.
I mean, it's like WWE has this thing butt backwards, bro. And Jade's another example. And it's only going to hurt Jade because now Jade is going to have to go back to the drawing board. I predicted that she's going to be United States champion. But that's not going to work. The only reason that would work is to your guys' point. You can put the U.S. title on her and have her have squash matches because it's a lesser title. She can squash Julia. She can squash Michin. She can squash B-Fab. She can squash Chelsea Green. But is she ever going to ascend back to a world championship level?
That's going to be up to how the company wants to do it. If they trust her at this level.
In my eyes, I say no.
I want to put a bow on this, but I'm going to put a double bow on it. I'm going to give credit to both of them for the finish of this match because I thought it was very smooth where she was going to have Rhea into her finisher and Rhea rolled through and held her arm right in the riptide. I thought that was very well done. It looked smooth is what I'm saying. Like
that was a slip counter.
Okay. So to go back to the ladder match with Javon Evans, Rusev.
What?
Wait. No, because it's gonna line up with this, with what you just said. That move off the top ropes and Rusev perfectly timing that was phenomenal. That was like the best thing of WrestleMania Night 2 for me until that. Because you gotta look at Rhea. Rhea is a giant. She's tall. For her to roll through that and then put her into the riptide after that?
Yo, that was a fire counter, no question.
That was chef's kiss. That move, Javon's cutter, fire. That chef's kiss.
Facts.
Let me just add something to this with Clown's point because I was actually looking at this match like deeper today. Brody Lee Jr. faced off against Joey Janela. Good Lord. Joey Janela is probably going to go in the Hall of Fame, like an independent wrestler Hall of Fame. If they have one out there, he's going in for this match.
As he should.
He booked Brody Lee Jr. in a match, and this is his first match. Sean, apparently Natty says he's not allowed to take back bumps. I think he knows how to do them, but she doesn't want him doing them while he's training. He's 14. So it's like, I don't want you doing that.
Okay.
He gets his first match. He's like, I think I could do this. Bro, he crushed this. And I heard someone who trained with Buddy Wayne in the Seattle West Coast area, and they said that Brody Lee Jr. reminds them of Nick Wayne, and they think that this kid is going to be a prodigy.
They think he's special, huh?
The match is pretty good, bro.
Okay.
It's really good. He hits his dad's finish on Joey. Spoiler alert, before anyone gets, I'm about to reveal the finish of the match. So if you don't want to hear the GCW Spring Break Show finish, give me like 2 minutes, not even. Pulls him up off the mat, shows his Heart Dungeon shirt where he's been training, locks him in the sharpshooter. He can't do like a kid holding you in the sharpshooter would look weird. He wrenches back on this thing like crazy, bro. And Joey Janela taps out. And I was like, yo, that was actually a really good match. So if you guys get a chance to look up clips or something, go find Brody Lee Jr. wrestling him. I thought
you got me ready to check that out after we go off the air.
And I laughed because Clark brought it up with this, and I was like, ooh, tough.
My thing. Okay, so we can move on from this after I say this. Don't bite the hand that fed you, because they're the ones who put you in the place that you are now.
I hear that, bro.
Now, we move on to John Cena. I want to get through this part as quickly as possible, gentlemen, because what was this?
Absolutely pathetic.
John Cena comes out.
This was worse. This was worse than the Honky Tonk Man and Greg the Hammer Valentine doing Hunky Love. Now, let that wash over you for a second. Derek, are you familiar? Okay. Now, let this wash over you for a second. This segment that Conrad's about to describe, I think that Rhythm and Blues at WrestleMania 6 was a better segment.
With Peggy Sue. So John Cena's back out there. Wait, was that the one where DDP drove him to?
Yes, sir.
Diamond Dallas Page can be seen in that segment, driving the pink Cadillac. John Cena's back out there. Time for them to announce tonight's attendance. Derek, they said tonight's attendance was 55,255.
Give me a break. Give me a break.
They're so in total. Guys, I just got to report the news here. And in total, they had a total of 106K, give or take 72 with that, you know.
Bro, both nights they're lucky if they had 80,000. Both nights.
Did you see the video that came out where someone showed all the empty seats? I was like,
yo, combined total. I'm being generous. Combined total, they had 80,000 this weekend. They did not crack on. I don't believe that one bit.
There were a lot of people selling shirts and working the stands.
A lot of people going in and out of those turnstiles. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, you'll hear it. Don't Brandon Thurston in 3 months from now. You remember Brandon Thurston's name, and I sent y'all the article. You're gonna be sitting there. You're gonna be sitting. It's gonna be like June or July. You're gonna be like, "Ooh, it's a hot day at work," and your phone's gonna go wham wham. It's gonna say Conrad. Oh, I knew that attendance was a lie. I knew it was a lie. We'll have the official numbers, but
I know I'm partial to WrestleMania 3. But I'm so sick of people talking about how 93,000 is a wrong number, which it probably was. But you know what? It was. But you know what? They still put 78,000 in that building. You're gonna sit up here and tell me that they had 100 grand over this weekend when it probably was more like 75. Give me a break.
Same thing with the All In. Like, you could question AEW All In's number too. Like, I think that's perfectly fair. Like, right. Did they get to that number? We don't know. I don't know how many were there. Doesn't matter. There were a lot of people tonight. Not a lot of people.
And I'll ask you this one question, Conrad and Derek, and even chat. But you guys, how will we ever find out? For like, I mean, I love to research things. Who am I going to call? I want to know.
Well, now that you're making people pay for it, that's how they figure it out. They were like, "Can I see your state government?" Blah blah blah. It has to be open to the public for the public to see. Brandon Thurston knows what to say. He starts referencing laws, and then they're like, "Yeah, here you go. Here's the turnstile count."
So that's researchable.
Yeah. Well, if you're good, you will also get denied some places too. I think WWE has gotten it cut off, so some people.
Because you know what, I'm willing to go on a treasure hunt to find those numbers. I want to know, because I bet you. Now I might be pushing it now, Conrad, Derek. I bet you for the weekend, they didn't crack 75,000.
I'm not getting 100. You're lying to me.
I'll give him a little more than that. I'll give him like 83. I don't think it's over 83.
Yeah, over 100,000. You're lying, and we're counting all the people that came in and left, and we're counting all the people in the backstage.
Yeah,
and then they probably do that. I think someone said when they were doing the stop the clicker, it was anything that has a pulse. Okay, and they went around and did that.
Then you might as well start clicking in the ants and.
All right, now
birds that fly in there and all that good stuff.
My Aunt Una from Altoona doesn't count, Derek. So going into this, John Cena's giving a heartfelt thank you. Here comes Miz and Kit Wilson. They're mad at the world. Blah 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 blah. We all know who comes out next. It's Danhausen. Yeah. This is what he's gonna be, man. He's the company mascot at this point. Like, that's just the role. It's fine. Good for him if that's what he wants to do.
This is WrestleMania. This is WrestleMania.
This is his moment. Yeah. Sean, this is a future tag team champion. I'm just letting you know this now.
He's
gonna be a tag team champion probably if he wins the title. Figure it out. R-Truth, someone, they'll give him somebody. Priest, whoever he can be buddy with, and they'll do that. Trust me.
Good Lord.
He comes out with, we'll say, little people, and they are all dressed like Danhausen, and they beat up Miz and Kit Wilson, and they hit him with low blows. It's Danhausen's signature move. It's fine. It felt like it was there to pop Cena because he was laughing. Yeah, I didn't like this though. I was just like, okay, whatever. Maybe it was some lighthearted fun before the main event is what they thought they would do, but I didn't care for it. I was just like, whatever.
Yeah, we could go to the main event.
Hit the main event button. We go to CM Punk and Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. Gentlemen, the time has come. Paul. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, this time I don't know why I always remember that segment. We're here with CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Roman had a pretty cool intro. Derek with the drummer. I know them arms are tired, bro. he was nailing that thing for a minute. Roman came out, and I love that Roman had his old theme. I was like, my mind's racing like Bloodlines back, maybe? Is that what this is signaling to me?
And the Titantron was red, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I thought he was going to wear these Jordans that I saw him get on like X earlier. I was like, oh, he's going to wear the red and black, but I'm not going to lie. The black and gold was pretty fire, too. So I love it. Roman got to the ring quicker than I think Randy Orton did, but maybe last night was just that treacherous for me.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think Randy purposely does
this. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? CM Punk comes out to his old AFI theme. If you watched in AEW, the fantastic theme he used to use in Ring of Honor. He comes out and he has like people who have fallen. Some people were like within WWE, names that were mentioned. RIP to Van Hammer too. I think I saw that today. I forgot to mention that today. But yeah,
we appreciate you, Jen Carter. Thank you.
KJ, what's good? I'm sorry, I don't even have the comments up in front of me right now. I wasn't even looking. Thank you, Sean, for addressing that. But he brings up a bunch of people, fallen friends. He's got them on the arm. He's got the Chicago flag. He had the Puerto Rican flag for his wife. He had Harley Race on his back because Harley Race helped train him. Like a bunch of stuff. And I was just like, that's pretty cool that Punk had all that. And I like the white gear with the like the kick pads with the gold outline. I thought it looked really cool for him.
All that must mean he's gonna win, right?
No. I mean, that's fine. You know how WrestleMania is. He did something cool. I was cool with it. I like the attire. You know how I've been about Punk lately.
The attire was fire. That rhymes.
You know what? I will say the entrance for Punk was definitely good. So sometimes you need something different, and the fact that he came out they were basically announcing him with his old theme, and then they shut it off, let him come out in silence, do his little thing, and then they started up with his current theme. I like that. That was different. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And I think that's why I remember I told you the thing with Ray. I think that's why he doesn't yell "It's clobber in time" anymore. Cease and desist probably coming right away if they hear
WWE does entrances really well. It's the wrestling part that they struggle with.
Yeah. Well, in this match, I thought
not in this match.
Yeah, I thought they did well with here. I don't want to read through all the moves, Sean, because I did write most of them down. They ended up going back and forth. Punk ended up bleeding in this. What else did we see? I'm just thinking of all the big spots. That table dive.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. I love Punk being hung upside down in the tree of woe to the outside and then getting like 3 Superman punches to the face and his mouth's bleeding.
The stairs.
Yeah, just fantastic work throughout all of this.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Marvel's going to sue you if you finish that sentence. You know it, bro. You know it.
But now he's been doing it so long, all he has to do is say, "It's," and then
let everyone else finish it. Mm-hmm. Perfect.
My name is Enzo Amore. You know, that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
How are you doing? All right. And yeah. Perfect explanation there, Sean. What'd you think of this though? It's a lot of this is classic WrestleMania. I said WrestleMania 17 because Roman's gonna do the GTS. Punk's gonna do the Superman punch. Roman's gonna try and do a big elbow. Oh, he can't do it. Punk counters it. Oh no, he goes for Roman's move. Spear. 1, 2, kick out. It was the kick out fest. And that's what people want in WrestleMania main events, right, Sean? Like sometimes that's what it's called for. Like, yeah, go ahead. This is the time to do all those kickouts. Not on Raw, not on your B pay, not at Judgment Day, not at Ground Zero, not in your house. You kick out at WrestleMania. This is a special moment. So that's what they ended up doing for this. Punk goes outside and he grabs the Ulafala. Was that from someone? He looked like
I think he grabbed it
from somebody else.
Yeah, he puts it on his neck. That was a sign of you shouldn't have did that probably. He ends up getting caught in a guillotine choke. He's trying to get out. He goes for the sharpshooter. Roman boots him right in the face. I was like, ooh, brutal. Some of the spots in this one. I'll fast forward to the end for you guys. He hits the GTS. Did you notice this is Shield lore, though? I told Derek, all the members of the Shield lost the same way against CM Punk, where it was the GTS. They bounce off the rope and fall over on him. Then Punk wheels himself up and hits it, but not with Roman. Roman, he falls over. He can't get up. And as soon as he gets up, Roman hits that Ultimate Warrior bounce off the ropes. Spear. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns is the new heavyweight champion. The championship belt he didn't want, he has it now. And he walked over to his kids. He celebrates in the ring.
Beautiful
Saw his wife. Yes. Derek.
His wife
there was a funny moment in this with Derek when we were like, who's that? And then we were like, is that his wife? And then Derek's, I was just like, yeah, all right, buddy. When they first zoomed over, she was just like this, linked over, and it was like,
I'll keep it. I'm keeping it a stat, bro. Like, I'm not disrespecting. Like, I think he has a beautiful wife. I think he has beautiful kids. I think the family is gorgeous. God bless all.
It was the camera angle.
Beautiful family, bro. Like
that thing was staying the first time they showed it. We were like, hey, yo.
Oh, his wife is look. If Roman Reigns saw this, Roman Reigns would not be. He has a beautiful wife. That's not a secret,
you had to hear Derek's reaction. I just thought of it again. Though. Derek was like,
Oh, yeah, she's fired.
His wife is phenomenal. She is gorgeous. She is gorgeous.
I hear you.
Yo, I loved it. Yeah, fantastic work though. Punk loses. Did you see Punk on the outside selling? Did anyone notice that at the corner of their eye? Punk was still falling on the ground. John, what did you think, man? You brought up the Oba stuff after. I don't know if there's much else to say. It was just a fantastic match. Sean came in and said it best at the start.
Yeah, this was a crap sandwich. WrestleMania Night 2 was a crap sandwich. WrestleMania Night 1 was just crap. But then they said, okay, we're going to upgrade you for WrestleMania 2 with some wonderful brioche bread. It's a crap sandwich.
By the way, you take some brioche bread and put that in the pan. Put some butter, let that thing get crusty.
Oh, well, let's take it a step further. WrestleMania Night 2 was a crap sandwich with toasted, buttery brioche bread.
Man, I'm telling you.
I agree with you. So you had two beautiful, finely toasted, buttery pieces of brioche squeezing together. Crap.
You give me brioche bread, man. You got you a match here. You got you.
I hear you. So, it was a crap sandwich. Oba and Brock was great, and the main event was great. It gave me Warrior Hogan vibes. It gave me Austin Rock vibes. No interference was actually refreshing, even though I predicted there'd be a lot of interference. I'm happy I was wrong. It was good.
I'm gonna go to the chat. I'm gonna ask you guys the same thing. Hold on. Let me pull up this widget one last time. We're going to show that poll. So most people are saying the show was good tonight. We had some people say okay, some people said it was bad still.
I will go out on a limb and say tonight's show was good.
Wow. Overall, I would give this a B-, even though I do think the finish might leave some things left to be desired, but I'll give this a B-. There was still some stuff that would bring it down. Like I didn't like the Danhausen John Cena segments. Yeah. Some of the matches left a little bit more to be desired, but I'll give it just enough to be good.
Yeah, I'll leave it that way too. There was things that pushed it. There were things that.
I'm looking at Sean right now. Sean just gave that heavy breathing, like he doesn't know. Does he want to give it the curve, or is he gonna stick to what he said?
I'll give it the curve because
the problem is you can't give it the curve because night one was so bad. You know what I mean? Too.
Like that's the issue.
I'm gonna give it the curve because the matches that I thought were going to be good weren't as good as the matches I thought weren't going to be good.
What do you say for tonight, Sean? And then we'll combine and say what we thought WrestleMania 42 as a whole.
I'm not going to be a prisoner of the moment. Brock and Oba was very good. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns was phenomenal, but I'm not going to go all the way to good. If you had a phenomenal match, a good match, and 3 pretty much whack matches, and then 1 like stupid segment, to me that's that's a C.
I'm a believer in it's hard to screw up a ladder match though. Like that's what the ladder match for me. I was just like, it's hard to like.
Okay, you know what? All right, you know what? You convinced me. I'll bump it up to a C+.
There you go. That's fair.
I'll say the ladder match had a lot of a lot of pops for me, which for like I said, wrestlers I don't really care for.
Right, and that's another thing. It's hard to be invested in some of these people because you don't see them all the time and they're not with it all the time. So
your point about the ladder match is valid. I'll give night 2 a C+.
What do you guys think overall though? What is this WrestleMania? When we talk about WrestleMania 42 in the future,
overall,
overall together, what's the final grade?
It's not hard for me because you got a D and you got a C+. You put them together. What's that? A C-?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I was gonna go C, but yeah,
I'm thinking C-.
Well, I'm doing average. I'm doing math here. A D.
Was this worse than 41?
No. Oh yes.
Night 1 was.
Night 1 was, yeah.
But
Night 1 was worse than 41.
42 ended on a horrible note too, though. Night 2, final match. Fiend. I can still hear it in my dreams.
You mean 41? Yeah, 41 was bad, but I don't think it was as bad as last night. Tonight was better than 41.
Okay.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah. Tonight.
You know what? For the weekend, I'm going C-. I'm sorry, I'm going C- for the weekend.
Yeah.
I think that's what we gave it last year too. I'm pretty sure it was either C or C- last year too. So
I'll say C- because you had too many matches in night 1 that didn't push further.
Well, Derek, I think you're being gracious in that. I think night 1 failed in every sense of the word.
We gave it a C- for some of the efforts put in, but if we said D though, I'm not mad at it at all. Like
they're lucky I gave them a D last night.
Not mad at it at all. Like for me, like I said, him and Rob were saying like, D, you being real generous for night 1. I'm like, this is better than what I thought it was going to be.
I'm gonna tell WrestleMania night 1 the same thing I told my ex-girlfriend. You're lucky you got the D.
Peace. Clown says the overall grade D. Cactus said C. E said D. It looks like we're all at least in that same. Some people are saying C-. C- is where I'm leaning towards. Rockstar, I agree. Yeah.
You got to remember, guys. Night 1 was really bad. Really bad.
That is going to go down as the worst night 1 thus far. Like, don't ever do that again. What you did there.
Night 1 was bad.
Well, WrestleMania 43 will be the worst WrestleMania ever.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous about that. I don't even know. We're a year out, and I have bad vibes already, bro.
Me too. I'm just like, ugh.
Listen, you don't have this option if you just put the people forth that you should be putting forth. Sounds good.
Before we get out of here, I want to address that one comment that someone had put up in the chat about Oba and Roman mentioning Oba. If Roman's going to stick around at least until Backlash, which I'd be happy for, do you do the thing? Do you pull the actual Brock Lesnar? Couple months in, sorry, Roman, it's time. Drop that belt.
Yeah, I would do it.
I would do it.
I'll take it a step further, gentlemen. I don't know if Roman Reigns has put pen to paper. Do you know if he put pen to paper? I don't know if he just because he won tonight doesn't mean he put pen to paper.
What, signed?
Yeah. There's nothing. I haven't heard any reports about him signing, and I'm running with that to say this: if we don't hear something glaring, and I want you to really focus on what, if we don't hear something glaring by tomorrow night that Roman Reigns has re-signed with the company,
is there anything to him being signed?
I'm gonna tell you why I'm bringing this up. You could see something really special happen tomorrow night.
And you know where you'll be able to see it live with us on stream. Clash of the Podcast is hosting the Raw After Mania. We will be here.
That's all I'm going to say. Just remember what I said. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. I'm probably only 25% out of 100. But if Roman Reigns has not re-signed with World Wrestling Entertainment, something special could happen tomorrow night.
There was an article today saying WWE purposely put out the contract rumors. I did not see this, so hey, we'll see. Roman's a lifer. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would too if I got no cut clauses and can do what I want. I'd be staying there too.
All bets are off. If he signed a new deal, then all bets are off. But I'm just saying, if that man has not signed a contract, tomorrow night could be very interesting because all of a sudden, all you have to do is have Roman Reigns come out, celebrate, and all you got to do is hit that music. I don't have to tell you what music it is. You know what music I'm talking about.
We'll be here live.
Anybody not know the music I'm talking about? Y'all know the music I'm talking about, and you know the dance I'm talking about too.
What dance? There we go. I just wanted to see Sean do it.
I'm just saying.
I wouldn't be mad about it.
Listen, Sean.
Now, the more likely thing is that Roman will lose it at SummerSlam.
Yeah, could be that too. We'll have to see what they do and what they set up for tomorrow. It should be an interesting Raw show. Hopefully, we get some good matches and some good stuff. Derek, if you come by and we're already up here recording, you're more than welcome to jump in.
Listen, looking forward to it. I want to say this. I want to say this, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night, 8:00 for Monday Night Raw. Myself, Conrad, and hopefully my guy Derek as well. But very, very disappointing the direction that WrestleMania is going in, and the company as a whole. So, I mean, I'm gonna prep you guys. I care about my chat, our chat. We care about you guys. So I'm gonna say this in that spirit and just let you guys know. If I were you guys, I wouldn't expect to get any better. I wouldn't expect it to get any better because ESPN's here to stay. TKO's here to stay. Triple H ain't going nowhere. So if I were you, I would just have my mind wrapped around the fact that you're not going to get a quality of product that we got in years gone by. But one thing you're always going to get is quality from Clash of the Podcast, Everything Pro Wrestling, and HW Weekly. Join us right here on the mothership as we bring you a very special WrestleMania Raw watch along. Until then, on behalf of Derek, my guy Derek, Brother Conrad, my name is Sean. We are Clash of the Podcast. We are EPW, and we are HW Weekly. And on behalf of all of us, we say, God bless, be encouraged. Evil never prevails.